Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate. As you can hear, Gertrude is squeaking her toy in the background. And if you're interested in any of the girls' videos, check out their Facebook link down below. Okay, so we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with, what you may need to look at, and possible future energy. So struggling with, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Cups. What you may need to look at: Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Possible future energies: the Moon, the Nine of Cups, we love that, and the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. All right, so what you may possibly be struggling with is Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and Six of Cups. For some reason, I feel like it could have to do with money, finances, career, job, something that you've been in for a really long time, something that you've liked. But sometimes we're in that for a while, then we start to lose interest. Or we're like, oh, I want something more than this. It could be a friendship that you've had maybe for a long time that you're kind of tired with that. Let's get some more cards here. The Star card, Aquarius. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Wands. I feel like you're trying to decide if you want to stay in a job or you want to leave a job, or it's a friendship. I don't know. I'm feeling it's more like a job. I feel like it's a career, or it's a job, or it's something that you've been in for a long time and you've liked it. And sometimes that's a hard decision to make, because if it's something that we like and we're like, well, it's kind of my comfort zone and I kind of like it, but it, the thought of starting a new job or a new career or a new business or going back to school, it's like sometimes that can be daunting, and it's like, oh, do I really want to do that? Or do I just want to stay where I'm at? But I feel like you've had so many times where you're like, I just want to stay where I'm at. But this question of, I want to move on and I want to do something different, keeps coming up in your mind. It keeps coming to the forefront. And I feel like you've kind of dealt with it long enough, or you've kind of gone back to it so many times that you're getting to the point where you're like, I'm ready to move forward. What you need to look at is, we have the Six of Wands, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Witch, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Battle Wagon. I almost feel like you have this worry that has to do with this job, and you're wondering that if I go out on my own and I try new work, or I try something different, or I try something new, how is that going to come out? How, is that going to be as good as this? And definitely that will worry us and will stop you from making that move. But like I said over here, I feel like this is something that keeps coming up for you, and you keep going round and round about it. And I almost feel like you have to try it just to see where it goes. And it doesn't mean that you have to leave what you have here. If this is something that you want to start on the side, or you want to start a different business, I feel like it's something that you can find that balance, right? Maybe you're having trouble finding that balance between the current job that you have, but this new thing that you want to try, whether it's your own business, or it's a side hustle, or it's maybe going back to school to learn something new, and you're having that trouble trying to find that balance to fit it all in. But I feel that once you start doing that, once you start pursuing this other thing, this Ace of Pentacles, whatever this represents to you, I feel like that's what it is that Ace of Pentacles, that new job, that new career, going back to school, that once you start getting into it, that you start feeling more motivated, that you start getting into it more, that you start pursuing it more, that things start to move quicker because you're like, you know what, I can make it happen. I love this, the Witch, the Ace of Wands, and the Battle Wagon, which is the Chariot, is the Witch is number one, which is the Magician, and it's like you have the power. She's brewing her own potion here, right? She's making her own creation. She's in control of it. She's putting the ingredients together, and she's taking the actions to do it. And then once she starts doing it, it starts moving quicker. It starts moving faster. It's like, okay, I'm on this path. Here I go. I'm going to go with it. And no matter how it comes out, I feel like it kind of settles you with this energy over here, because you keep focusing on this and wondering if it's going to work out. And I feel like it's something that keeps popping up and you keep thinking about, and it's like, now don't talk yourself out of it, but to work at it, right? Also to put yourself in that positive frame of mind, is that this will be a success, this will be a victory, no matter how it turns out, because I've actually taken the actions to explore this thing that I want to start with this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands, that I've actually done it. And that's a victory in itself, and to pat yourself on the back for that, because a lot of people will think of things and they're like, oh, I always wanted to do this, or I always wanted to go back to school, or I always wanted to do that. But they don't actually take the actions to make it happen. But here you're like, I'm going to make it happen. So patting yourself on the back for those little achievements that you've made, because you actually are making it happen, and you're taking it under control, and you're driving the bus. You know, that's what I like to say with the Battle Wagon, is that you're in the Chariot, is that you're in control. You're laying down the path. You're setting the precedent as how things are going to happen and how things are going to go and how you're going to see it. Are you going to be in this Nine of Swords energy, or are you going to be in the Six of Wands energy, and how are you going to handle that? Do you need to work on focusing on the Six of Wands energy? Do you need to work on moving away from this Nine of Swords energy? And yes, it can be overwhelming and it can be unsettling, but it also can be exciting and new. Because look at this, what we have for this future energy is the Moon, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. And I feel like it's getting over that. Sometimes it's just that hump that we have, that we're like, I really want to do that, I'm so close. But it's like, take the actions and make it happen. And that's the hardest part. And once we start making it happen, it seems so much easier. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. And then we have the Earth Mother, which is the Empress. And I feel like she's sitting here on her picnic, and she's laying things out, and she has her rope, she has her flowers, she has her wands laid out, she has her knife. So she's putting things together, she's making things happen, she's making her Nine of Cups happen, she's letting go of her Nine of Swords, right? Because we went from the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. So she's let go of the Nine of Swords, or you have let go of the Nine of Swords, and you've moved on to the Ten of Swords, which is that progress. You're not really sure where this is going to go, but you're feeling that excitement of that Nine of Cups, because I'm going after something that I like. I'm going after something that I wanted to do, and it has that fulfillment. Sometimes you may feel that it's kind of on the outside, and then it's more of a struggle, but I feel like you're in control of what's happening, and it's a huge learning process for you. And that's what life is about, is having those challenges, and how do we face those? How do we deal with those? Do we let them go by us? And I feel like that's what happened back here, is that you kind of let those opportunities go by in the past, but you weren't ready to go after those full throttle. Sometimes we think, when we've moved ahead and we look back and we're like, oh, if I had just done that in the past, if I had just done that before, right now, who knows where I could be? I could be in this amazing spot. But in the past, you weren't ready for it. You weren't strong enough. You weren't motivated enough. You weren't in that frame of mind to handle it. And now I feel like you're coming into that energy, and you're ready to handle it. You're ready for this Ace of Wands. You're ready for this Ace of Pentacles. You're ready for the Magician to take control. You're ready to drive the wagon. Sometimes you may have those moments where you feel like you just have to sit down and you have to say, yeah, this is something that I really want to pursue and I really want to do. Not really sure where the direction is going to go, but I'm not going to worry about those things that I can't control. I'm not going to worry about those things that may have stopped me before. Look at this. I love that. Bottom of the deck, we have the green man, which is the Fool, and he's celebrating. He has his music. His dog is dancing. Everything's very green. It's very lush. And I feel like that's you in that excitement of, hey, I did it. Hey, I went after it. Hey, I made something happen. Trying to figure out how to make it happen, right? Like I said, you don't have to leave what it is you're currently in. If you'll find the time to start working on this or pursuing or looking at it. Just even if you just write it down on a piece of paper and you say, well, this is what I would like to do and this is how I would go about it, or you start researching about it. That can really motivate. That can really get you to get into that energy of, I'm going to make it happen. And yeah, you may have those doubts, but I feel this time around you're really ready to make it happen. All right, so I want to grab, sorry, these are at the bottom. I feel like the fortune reading cards. Close out with one of these. We have Mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. And yeah, this is a challenge for you, and this is why it hasn't happened before, because this is a challenge for you. This is something different. This is something out of the ordinary. This is something that worries you, but it's your frame of mind and how you look at it and how you want to move forward. It's like, do I want to achieve this? Do I want to do this? You know, it's not only that when this becomes a success, and that's the frame of mind that you have to be in, getting to that point, but it's like that journey that you took to get this to be a success, right? To get to this Nine of Cups. You're like, wow, I really pushed myself. I really thought outside of the box. I really took control of the situation. I really put down that Nine of Swords and I turned it into a 10 of Swords. I really am so proud of myself. And just like I said, is to pat yourself on the back for every little step along the way that you make, because that's something that helps you to build your confidence, right? That's something that helps to build up your energy to push you forward to the next phase. And to not forget that, right? To not forget those challenges. So this Mountain can go here with this Five of Pentacles, is having that mountain to face. And sometimes we may have those doubts and we may say, what was I thinking? What was I doing? But no, I don't want to give up on myself. I want to continue. I want to push forward. And that's the frame of mind that you have to be in, to, push through those struggles. And it's so rewarding when you push yourself through that. You have to do it. I'm not telling you that that's what you have to do. You have to do it when or if it feels right to you. But I'm just saying from my personal experiences that when I pushed myself through those challenges, it's so rewarding that you can't even explain it. It just feels so good. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.